Simple traffic stop. They read a stop sign. But there is a scheduled substance in this car. And this stop scenario, none of them will take responsibility. So we're going to show you what's going to happen. And parents need to know what's going to happen if your child's in a vehicle and they find something in that vehicle and nobody admits that it's theirs or take responsibility. This is the danger that can happen with a young person in the car. So parents need to be cautious of this scenario. Okay? Alright. We'll get the officer rolling here. They speak, they joyriding, and I want you to know, these are good kids. I want this on camera. These are good kids. These are my police explorers, okay, from the Mooresville Police Department. They are great kids. That's why I use them. I can vouch for their character, okay? That's that sound that everybody hates. That scary sound right there. We got the music playing loud.
Roll down your window. Hey, cut the radio down. Roll it all the way down. Roll it all the way down and cut your music down. Cut your music down. Reason why I'm stopping you. You're doing 50 and 35 back there. You realize you're going so fast?
No, not really.
Not really?
Yep.
Okay, you got your driver's license registration on you?
Yeah.
Can I see it?
I guess so. What's he saying? What's my license?
Roll down this window. Roll down that back window. Just roll it all the way down as far as it goes. Thank y'all. How y'all doing today? Doing all right?
What do you want?
Say what?
What do you want?
Good until this happened.
He was just going a little fast. Ain't no big deal.
Oh, alright.
Thank you.
Okay, pause for 1 second. Let's say at this moment the officer gets a smell of marijuana, okay? The officer can smell, typically, the officer can smell marijuana, okay? Now, what does marijuana smell like? Skunk. What? Yeah. I hope not, but you know. But marijuana smells like what?
Like marijuana.
Marijuana. Marijuana. It's like anything else. It has a distinctive smell, okay?
I'll kind of pause right now, but first and foremost, on this stop, say I already smell the odor of marijuana. Right now, I'm the only officer here. I'm by myself, so I'm gonna play it off like I don't smell it. I'm just going back there to check his driver's license, write him a speeding ticket, or write him a warning ticket. And when I get back to my car, that's when I'll start checking his information, and I'll also call for a backup officer. If he comes in, you'll see me, and I'll reapproach the car. Most important, I say this on every stop when I go back to my car. I say, everybody just stay in your vehicle for me, okay? And I'll be right back with you. All right, everybody good with that?
Yep.
Okay.
Now, average teenagers did what? They, why'd you stop us? What'd you do this for? Why we gotta do that? And they're giving them all those excuses. The officer didn't get upset. The officer doesn't get upset. He doesn't get angry. He doesn't get mad. He's there to do a professional job, and that's what most officers try to do. And I heard Chief Ellis say earlier that nobody deserves to be disrespected. If you're disrespected by an officer, you need to bring that to the attention of the police department. But typically, this is a typical stop. You see, Officer Dingler has called for backup, secondary officer. Why did he call for backup? He didn't call for backup, but backup didn't come because necessarily of you always being there. Sometimes it comes because I'm there, okay? Now this is an exception because there are 5 people in the car. So you definitely want to have another officer or 2 come to a traffic stop with this many people, okay? But if you're in the car by yourself and you wonder, why did another officer just come? It's just me. They're not always coming because of you, they're coming because of me. Because I'm there, they're going to be there, okay? It's just standard procedure for us to have at least one or more officers, more than one officer at a traffic stop, okay? Oh. So they're going to do another approach. They have a secondary officer. At this point, the officer has already smelled the odor of marijuana, and we're going to do a reapproach.
All right, sir. It's your vehicle, right?
No, it's not my car.
Whose car is it?
It's my cousin's car.
Cousin's car?
Yeah.
Well, here's the deal, okay? When I first approached the car, the first thing I smelled as soon as y'all rolled down all these windows was the odor of marijuana coming from the car. So all I ask for is honesty. Honesty goes a long way with me. Okay? So what's going on? Why does it smell like marijuana?
I don't know, man.
It's not mine.
You don't know?
It's not my car.
Is there marijuana in the car?
No marijuana.
No way.
If you tell me it's just a little bit, I can work with everybody in the car, but if I have to dig and find it, then there could be some other things happen.
Nothing.
Okay? But there's no marijuana in the car?
I don't even smell anything.
Here's the deal, okay? Let me talk now. All right, I'm only talking. Everybody needs to keep your hands where I can see them. What I'm gonna do? There's another officer showed up. She's a female officer. She's she's gonna get y'all 2 females out of the car, but we're gonna get one person in the car at a time, okay? Because I smell the marijuana. Stay in the car right now. Don't get out. All right, don't be reaching.
What are you talking about?
Wait, why we gotta get out of the car?
I'll explain it to you because I smell marijuana. Listen, sir,
Speed
driver,
limit.
hop out of the car. Hop out of the car.
Right now?
Yep, hop out.
You gotta be kidding me.
All right, everybody else, stay in the car right now. Walk back here for me. Don't put your hands in the car, okay? All right. Here, put your hands in the car. Search you. You got anything on you you know about? No. No marijuana, nothing like that? Okay.
In this situation or scenario, you may even have a third officer arrive for this type of scenario. Because why? How many people in this car?
5.
So, who's outnumbered? The officers are outnumbered, right? So we may call for a third additional unit because of the number of people that we have. Okay?
Do you need to call for? You think we'll call for us now?
We can. Let's say that the highway patrol arrived. They saw 2 officers pulled over. Trooper McClain gets out of his car and he arrives to the scene. He's gonna immediately jump in and assist the same way we would with anything else.
Hey, when you showed up, we're getting one out at a time. So if you can watch these people as I get them out of the car, and I'm gonna get all the males out, search them, and luckily I got a female officer, so she's gonna get the females out and search them. We're gonna do one at a time. Hop out of the car. Smell marijuana. Come on.
I don't even mind, dude. So he asked a good question. This young man asked a good question. He asked, why are they being detained? Why are they being handcuffed? Because they're being detained, they're being handcuffed, right? You have multiple individuals. We smell marijuana. Is anybody under arrest at this point? No. But they're being detained for safety reasons, okay? Right now, they've been detained while the officers investigate the rest of this traffic stop, okay? Remember, a traffic stop is always the what? It's the unknown in the situation. It is the unknown. Traffic stops and domestic violence situations are the 2 most dangerous situations that officers deal with because they're the most unknown and most, the most reactive. You know, they can go bad really, really quick. So for safety, while we investigate, the individuals are being detained. For their safety, we put them in a safe place, off the roadside. We have an officer watching them. He's just observing. And once everything is conducted, if they're not placed under arrest, they'll be released. Yeah, it is a very unpleasant situation. That's why I caution parents, I tell parents all the time, being detained is not a comfortable situation. It's a very uncomfortable situation. It's a very awkward situation. So make sure that your children know not to put themselves in a situation where they may encounter this detention. If you get into a car and people have marijuana, they've been drinking, you're subject to be detained if you stop by an officer. Certain things are going to happen if you're pulled over by the police and you're already in the wrong with dealing with some of these scheduled substances, okay?
Stop again, because you see, I'm a male officer, there's 3 males in the car, there's 2 females in the car. So, perfect scenario here, male, female officer. I'm gonna get the males out, I'm gonna search them, so there ain't no complaints, anything for me searching a female. Then me and her's gonna switch places and she's gonna get the females out one at a time, detain them and put them over here. Go ahead.
I'm gonna have you step out the car.
You just stay right there, okay?
Turn around.
We got a male front back over here.
I'll have you have a seat over there.
As soon as she gets back, I'll get you out of the car, okay? Is everybody being honest with the marijuana? Y'all keep seeing it. Y'all keep seeing it's not y'all. Something there? Hop out. You got any more cups?
Do you have anything to put this in her?
At this time, we got everybody out of the car. We smell marijuana coming from the car. Okay, so that gives us probable cause to search the entire vehicle, everything in the vehicle. So that's what we're going to do. We'd have him stand, watch those. Everybody's getting handcuffs right now. Then me and her will proceed to search the car. Usually when we search a car, I like to start at the top, work my way down, around, and go each section. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
For this scenario,
the second time we're
just gonna kind of get straight to the point. You say I already searched this. I get back here, and then she finds the marijuana and hands it to me. And this time, wait, all right. Everybody denied that there's marijuana in the car. So what's the story? Why did I find some?
Man, you planted that there. I didn't see
It ain't
that.
mine. It's not mine.
There
Not
when I
mine.
got in. I checked the whole car.
I swear if we all get in
Trying to find my hat.
Is your cousin's car?
It's not mine. It's not mine.
And literally, this is what we hear on the side of the road.
I'm sure it's not.
In these scenarios, this is what we hear. It's not mine. Nobody has a joint. Nobody knows where the joint came from. And I'll be truthful. In some situations, they may be telling the truth. They may have borrowed this car from somebody, didn't know it was in the car. But that's another danger. Don't get in something that you don't know what it belongs to and who it is and so on and so forth. Be cautious of that. But in this situation right here, everybody denies it, right? Nobody wants to admit whose property it is or whose illegal substance it is. There are going to be consequences.
You got any idea who it might be?
Yeah, my cousins.
Your cousins?
Yeah.
They ain't here.
No, not here. I can call.
I tried.
Young lady?
I just ran it up with baby.
You know who was sitting right in front of the marijuana, right?
I was.
Right. So is it yours?
No,
You know whose it might be?
it's not my car. I don't know.
Why was it sitting right in front of your footboard?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But this is
Not
the
mine.
standard answer that you're going to get out of most of this. It's not mine. It's so on and so forth. What are the consequences for this? We're not. Listen, I want to make sure everybody understands this. We are not the court system. We are not out there to find guilt or not guilt. We are the enforcers of general statute for the state of North Carolina. So what's going to happen is I'm going to charge all 5 of them with that marijuana. I'm going to take them before a magistrate, and they're going to have a court date to go to court and argue their case before a person who is assigned to make judgment, and that's who? That's the judge. Okay. So your question is, oh, you mean all of them gonna catch a charge for that marijuana? The answer to that question is yes. They're all going downtown. 5 parents are going to get a phone call saying your child has been arrested for possession of marijuana.
Suppose one of them speaks up and says it was mine.
Okay. If one of them speaks up and says it was his and is being truthful and honest, we're going to charge just that one person with that possession. Okay? Because he admitted that it's his. Go ahead.
What if we blame it on somebody else, but like we don't know that it's actually theirs? Because like if you tell me we're all gonna get charged, I'm not.
That's what he did. That's what he did. He says his cousin. That's what he said that. He said,
Blow the whistle on you.
his cousin ain't here.
At this point in time,
Cousin ain't
you
here.
5 are in possession of it.
I'm not here to make that determination. If he says it's his, that's one thing.
Yeah.
All 4 of them say it's his, but he says what? It ain't mine. Well, you and your buddy's gonna enjoy some time together.
So as of right now,
there are consequences.
everybody wants to deny it. So here's the deal: you're all going with us, okay? So y'all can ride.
It's not worth it. Not for something like that.
Not really.